you knew that they were going to do that. You knew they were going to do that not because Conte is necessarily a defensive coach. We've seen him play attacking football too.
Yeah.
But you're going away from home against one of the two best teams in the world. You're fighting for a spot in the Champions League, which is going to determine how much money you have to spend to strengthen the squad. I mean, there's two guys playing this game, right? So you knew this was happening.
Completely.
And what I found disappointing was, in spite of that, in spite of all the crosses they put in, you have a deflected goal. You had the Van Dijk hitting the crossbar.
Yeah.
And then you had a lot of little chances where they whack the ball into a big group of bodies, or they're waiting for something.
Yeah, but Jordan Henderson starting that game doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
Well, he didn't start in midweek. He's got to start at some point, right?
But this is not a game for him to start, and he came off the first one with Robertson. I thought this is the games where Thiago has to. Yeah. This is the kind of game that
this is what he's there for.
Exactly, and again he tried. I think he tried, but there was clearly something missing. And there's obviously the Salah issue. He's not going to
be able to do it in every game.
No, but there's also the Salah issue. Because again, Salah on Saturday, Sessegnon is a nice player and Ben Davies as well. But Mo Salah on form just wiped the floor with him. And in this game, there was none of that. And Trent didn't have a good game either. So you already look at individuals. I think collectively, they were tired. And then individually, on top of the tiredness, a lot of them didn't play at the level you would expect for a game like this. Again, if it had been Norwich, no problem. You can play 50% of your ability. You can be tired. You win, especially in your own stadium. Not a game like this.
I think you nailed it. Against a team that defends well, you probably won't beat them with patterns of play. You're going to beat them either through an opposition mistake, and Spurs didn't really have too many of those. You're either going to beat them through a moment of genius through one of your big players, and Salah's delivered them, Thiago's delivered them, Mane's delivered them, Trent's delivered them. But in this day, they weren't there.
No, Diaz was the only one really that looks lively enough for that. But
or you're then otherwise you're going to rely on a deflected shot,
or some
chaos, or set pieces.
And they were close, but exactly.
But even set pieces, you've got Dyer, you've got Romero back there,
Yeah, it was going to be difficult.
It was always going to be difficult, right? And looking at the other end of the pitch, though, that goal that they scored, I was surprised. I was watching on television, and I heard, apart from some criticism for Trent for not closing Kane down quickly enough, which, by the way...
in the left-back position, by the way.
Yeah, he's on the wrong side of the pitch. Maybe got a little lost. I also feel a little bit, this whole Trent Alexander-Arnold can't defend trope. It seems like he gets blamed for everything always, especially when he's not the only one making a mistake. And clearly he could have done better because he gives Kane time. But equally, and I realized that Trent not closing him down created a chain reaction of events of people in wrong positions. Equally, though, you can't magic that away, that Son is wide open. Equally, you expect experienced defenders like they have to make decisions, to react to each other's decisions in real time and make sure that doesn't happen.
Completely. And they really caught, I think, Van Dijk and Konate, are caught in the wrong side of the pitch in a way, and you'll understand my point. Kane should never control the ball as easily as he did and bring it down the way he did, because it's Emerson Royal hoofing the ball pretty much towards Kane, but then Kane makes it into a goal chance when he should never have been able to control the ball like he did. And after that, between Sessegnon and Son, even if you're a bit all over the place, which the back four is on that chance, you should not let them with so much. It was far too easy, too predictable, too everything to not defend better.
What it looked to me as if Trent sees the ball coming to Kane, maybe out of the corner of his eyes, he sees, because there were a lot of red shirts back there. He says, okay, we can defend this positionally. We have enough people back here. I don't need to gamble to win the ball. If I gamble and I win the ball here, Kane shrugs me off or whatever, then he has a clear run to cross or shoot.
That's why I think it's a mistake, because neither of his midfield three are nowhere near the ball, which they should. Fabinho should have never been so high. I understand
but the defenders were there, and it's not like...
Yeah, but...
I mean, it was Sessegnon coming, and it was Son. There was nobody... You still had... Yeah. You still had plenty. Yeah. That... maybe that was his mistake, but you can't dump it all on Trent. The other people have to react in real time.
Yeah, completely.
And maybe what he didn't realize, though, the bodies were back there, but they were all in the wrong positions. So,
completely. Completely.
You know,
and then I think they're even lucky that Højbjerg, right at the end, has a brain freeze, doesn't know what to do with his header, either goes on goal or goes to Kane, and does neither, because I think it could be 2-1 for Spurs. And what was funny when
I didn't understand the Højbjerg thing at all. Like, what was he thinking?
I think he's caught in between, because he can just lay the ball up for Kane, like you're Kane, I'm Højbjerg,
Right.
or go for the target and try to score easily, because he's so close to the goal, and then I think he does in between.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.